Hey guys, just getting ready and we'll get started in a moment. I have lots of stuff to show you guys, so we'll start soon. Hey guys, just getting ready and we'll get started in a moment. I have lots. All right. So I'm getting ready. I have some, it's so many plugins to show you guys and so many virtual instruments. I'm going to try and get today ample sound guitars, at least a couple of them, Skybox audio, hammers and waves. We'll have a quick look at the new tape plugin, tape machine emulation plugin by Baby Audio, and we'll see. Well, it really depends on time. So I'm waiting for more folks to join. Let me know in the chat if you're here. Say hello, and we'll get started in just a few moments. So right now I have a few things here from Ample Sound, and let's have a look at the guitar. So I already did a video on the flutes, on the Chinese flutes. Let's see how that sounds. Very cool. So this is the Ample Sound China, and I'm going to show you guys also the well, we have some very cool stuff here. So I'm going to do a giveaway on these guitars by Ample Sound. So this is gonna be really fun. Hey, feel me? Thanks for joining. Really happy to see you. How are you enjoying the prize, the Fog Convolver that you won from Audio Thing? I hope it worked well for you. Yeah, let me just. Right, so let's get started with what we have here, and as more people join, I'm gonna show more stuff. And if you're watching this the recording, that's okay. The information is still good. So what I wanted to show you guys is the Ample Sound guitars, and they look simple, but they have so much in them. So let me show you what's going on here. So first of all, of course, you can play them, just play the notes. Let me jump over to the Super Jumbo. So I have this with a lot of reverb going on, so I'm going to just remove all that, and let's just remove the effects. So now it's going to be clean. And I'm going to set to the default, so there's nothing, nothing changed from what I had. And what's cool about this one is that they have different articulations, and you can play those, and I'll show you. You have these harmonics, right? And There's way for you to do slides. Yeah, let me show you. Yeah, and there are different ways to play that, but I'm going to also show you something real cool. So we have the strummer here, and this is really nice. And we also have the reefer, and we have the tab. So this is really advanced stuff, right? We can have guitar tabs. If you know Guitar Pro, the Guitar Pro system, this is something that you can use. I mean, you can load. Let's try and load something. So I have, for example, this one. Let's play. Right, and I can load something else. Let's try this. Very cool. And of course we can load something else. Let's load this one. No, it doesn't work. It's an old one. Let me try something else. We should have something, maybe this one. Right, so I'm not going to bother with that because this is really not so interesting, but it's really fun that you can load Guitar Pro tabs here, but you can do something else. So let's have a look at this this option here, the strummer. So we have slots here, and these slots you can load, just load different chords, and I can click this, get the chord, get the measure here, and then we can play those. Let me show you how this works. I'm going to turn it on, and there are key switches. So C1 is the key switch here, and onwards, and I'm just doing this, and then I can play with another key switch. So this is way too fast. Let's go and remove this. Right, and then I can go for different strumming patterns. So you can see that I have these switches here on the right, and if I click this one or this one, you'll see the different riffs. So what we have here is, first of all, we have strumming. So this is strumming down, and we can up and down, and we have different articulations, upstroke, downstroke. So I can add this one here, and then when we're playing, so whatever I'm doing here on the right side is being just playing the chords that is selected here on the left. So I can select something else here. So let's load something, and let's see what we've got. You have unsaved chords, that's fine. Oh, crash. What a shame. Let's try again. No, I don't know why. Well, we'll have to contact the support guys. Let's try and load something else. And let's see what we've got now. All right, so now I have different chords here, and I can select just live. Let's turn it on. Right, so now it works. Okay, this is harmonic ambience. So I'm going to try something else. Let's try something else. Let's go for the default again and see what we have now. No, that's too boring. Old Yellow Moon. Let's see what we've got here. Yeah, it seems that I'm stuck. All right, that's interesting. Never happened to me before, of course. All right. All right, so now we have something. Let's turn it on. Right, and I can add some articulations here. So I have mute. Let's try that one here. And I can also add something else, like this upstroke or something. Let's see what that does. Right, so we can add more such strokes. Right, so that's the strummer, and then we have the reefer, which is really cool. And let's turn that one on. Let's just play. Right, and we can create our own. So if I go to, let's go back to the default now, actually. And this is what we've got. And what I can do is I can click this dice here, and I can select C. Let's select the scale C, and we'll get C minor, and let's generate that. And let's try it. Right, and we can create those patterns here. This is really nice. Very nice. So this is the Ample guitars, and I'm planning to do a giveaway, by the way. So that's really cool. And we can go back to the main view here. We can close this one, and that's the Super Jumbo. So let's listen to what we've got. Yeah, it's way too fast. I'm gonna just close this one, and let's jump over to another session that I have for you guys. It's the hammers and waves. So let me know in the comments if you know this one. Let me know in the chat. You know, if you're here, just so we can I can see who's here in the session. And I'm going to get the hammers and waves going here. Right, so this is a really brilliant library. Really like this one. So what they did here, they used like a robotic, I don't know how to call that. That's let's see. So it's like a robot. It's not really a robot, by the way. So they sampled 10 different instruments, and then they added some layers of sound, some engines. So let's see how that works. This is Skybox Audio Hammers and Waves, and this is how it sounds. And just for fun, let's get tape on this one. And this is the new Baby Audio plugin, the tape emulation, using AI to sort of get the actual sound of a tape machine. So let's try and use that. I'm going to add where, and let's see what we've got. I'm guessing that was way too much. That's with and without. Pretty cool, right? And we don't need that noise, just too much. So hammer and waves, the idea here is that we have three different layers of sound. So we have the source, we have swarm, then we have fractals, right? So I'm going to click inside here, and here we have a few controls. First of all, we have the close or far mics. So let's listen to how that sounds. And you know what? Let's go and find the default sound, just the basic default. I hope I find it. This is the default. So this is the far, and then we have color. So this is the color. It will give you more dull or kind of low sound or more bright. And then we have shift. So the shift will be sort of a high pass, low pass. And then we have shape. The shape will be the release. So if we want something very long, like a pad, will go all the way to the right. And if we want something very short, staccato sound, go to the left. This is really cool. And we can add space. So the space is right now, it is controlled by the mod wheel. You don't see me do it, but I'm adding the mod wheel. And if you click this space, you'll see that it is basically two plugin or two effects. We have modern delay, which is based on the replica Excel, and we have a reverb here. So let's find something and look how many options we have. Let's take this one. Right, and as you can see, the idea here is that what we have is we always see the three layers of sound. So we have the source, we have swarm, and we have fractal. And so I can add the delay or the reverb, both of them, to any of these layers. So I can add the delay to the source. Let's add a bit of depth, saturation, high pass, low pass. Right, and let's go back here and remember we used the source. We started with the source, and then I clicked here on space. So you can see on the right that we have the assignment of the delay and the reverb also from here. So again, if I go to space, we'll see that we have source. We have source on both the delay and the reverb. And if I go to swarm, which is really not engaged right now. Right now, there's nothing here, so I can add this. And again, on the right here, I can add the delay and reverb to this layer. And if I go to space, you'll see that now we have swarm. So it's the same place. You can get into this, the global effects, the delay and the reverb from any of the layers. So let's go to swarm. Right now, this is what we have. So we have design and we have animation. So we have the intensity here. We have octaves. Let's add octaves texture. Let's add some width. Go all the way. And animation. And circle right, circle left. And we have the amount of the color. And again, remember, we started this with a default sound, just a basic modern ground, nothing really exciting, and already we have something going on here. And we can go back to source and just go back into normal. So if you want to sort of appreciate just the swarm here, what we can do is we can lower the volume on the source. And you can do this, by the way, with the pitch shift. This is what I'm doing here. So this is what we have with the swarm. Let's go to swarm. And we can explore different textures. We also have attack, decay, sustain, and release to shape this. And, well, some other stuff that we have. So we also have effects. So let's go back to source, get more of the original sound. Let's get the reverb and delay lower, and then we have effects. And again, these effects are for each of the layers separately, and you can see that here. So right now we're on source. This is, you see the title here. If I go to swarm, then no effects. If I go to fractals, which we didn't really cover yet, that's the same. So that's the idea here. And let's go to source. We have an EQ, so I can change that to something else, maybe modulation, like a chorus or flanger or phaser. And let's add something else, a cabinet. Hey Andrew, we're just checking out some plugins, and I'm showing the hummers and waves. So we're looking at hummers and waves. and thanks for popping in. And I'm showing also that we have TAIP by Baby Audio, the tape saturation here, tape machine, and we can listen without and with. I think that was too much. So the where will add flutter and flunging. So it's really cool. And let's go back to hammers and waves. And what we have here is, again, different things to shape the sound. And the last something that I wanted to show you in this stream, at least, and you can check my my review, by the way. And maybe it's a good time for me to say thank you, guys. If you're a subscriber, if you're not a subscriber, consider subscribing. I'm uploading a lot of videos, and I'm very, very, I'd say, free to help you guys. If you need advice or anything, just let me know. Contact me through Discord or Facebook. And if you have any question or anything, just leave comments. So I'm always trying to respond as quickly as I can. And if you need something, just let me know. So again, this is Hammers and Waves. We started with just the basic sound, and you can get very creative here. And one of the things, hey Andrew, thanks. It's really hard for me to keep up and remember who's a subscriber, and cheers for that. Really, really appreciating everyone. So one last something I wanted to show you guys here is the fractals. And in the fractals, by the way, and let's turn it on, you have the rate, and you have the reflections, and we have the sort of patterns. Go ahead, Andrew. Just feel free to ask. And by the way, I don't have time today, but maybe next time we can. I can show you guys how you can join the live stream and talk to me live using Discord. So and again, it's today is just a quick session. I really wanted to show you guys some stuff. So the question in the chat is by Andrew. So do you think TAIP sound superior to other saturation plugins because of the AI thing? No, I don't. At least not from what I see. It's a good question. And the point is, the real point is, does it sound good at all? Which it does. Does it sound better than others? I'm not sure. Is it the AI? Definitely it's something, but let's understand what's the AI part here. So all they did is, okay, so you have different ways for you to achieve what they did here. So if you want to emulate any hardware, any real physical unit, you need to do physical modeling of that unit. You need to sort of do DSP, digital signal processing, or impulse responses, and run that through your plugin so it really emulates the circuitry of that piece of equipment. Now what they did is completely different. They came up with an algorithm, a software algorithm that is based on AI, which what it does, it tries to understand the mechanics of the sound itself, the result. So they ran the signal through that algorithm with and without the tape machine. And so the algorithm slowly learned what does it mean to be a tape machine. How should the sound sound like through a tape machine? And so it doesn't run in real time. It's not like right now when I'm playing something through this, there's no AI involved. Right, so there's no AI running here. I hope I explained it. So once they came up with the algorithm and taught that algorithm what should a plugin sound like emulating a tape machine, that's it. That's all they need to do. But what I think is interesting is the fact that now they can take different tape machines and run the same algorithm, and then I'm just guessing, I didn't confirm that with the company, but I'm going to confirm that for you guys, is I'm thinking it makes sense that now that they know how to do this, they can take any tape machine and run it through the same algorithm, and then we'll have a suite of plugins emulating different units. So this is what I think is the power. This is the real game changer kind of thing. So I'm really enjoying Hammers and Waves. See how easy it is to get some crazy things going on here. I mean, I started with just the default, and with few clicks you get something new. And again, this is the tape. So we need to understand what the purpose of the tape machine. So mix engineers will use that to sort of analog the digital, get things to sound a bit more warm, but you can always use this creatively, meaning you can use this to spice up things and get some saturation. And this brings me to sort of show you something else which I didn't really plan, and this is by the myaudio. The myaudio, and they have a bunch of really cool plugins, and I'm planning to do a review on their bit crushing stuff. So let me try and find that. So Denise, and they also have some very interesting plugins. So let's see, Denise. And I don't know why I don't. Okay, they're supposed to be here somewhere. Let's get that out of the way. The myaudio. Why is it not showing here? I must be doing something wrong. Let me try again. Plate. Okay, we see it here. Yeah. My crush. So I think this one is free. Right, let's go. Let's see the myaudio. Let me find the myaudio. Right, and what they have here is, yeah, My Crush and Bite Harder. Both of them, I'm going to do a review on those very soon. So My Crush is free, as far as I remember. Okay, it's free. So here you go. If you just want to grab that one, go ahead and get it. It's free for the subscribers. and then bite harder. So let's see what we've got. Right, I'm going to get this ready here. So we have stutter, we have mix. Let's get a bit of space here. That's the mode wheel here. And so that's bite harder. Sorry, that's my crash. Let's see what they got with the presets here. Can't hear anything. Well, interesting. Let's try lo-fiing. So we have bit crushing here, resample. So we are sort of reducing the sample rate. So that's my crash, and we have bite harder. So this is the full. I think that's the big brother. And we can emphasize some of the frequencies here. We have glitch. We have drive. And this is way too much. So let's go for 25%. So this stutter isn't doing any favors here. And so that's bite harder. Let's try and find some presets, something interesting. Let's see what we've got. Breakbeat crusher. Obviously that's too much. So one of the things that they always bring to their plugins is the push-pull, right? So they're compensating on the frequencies. And by the way, they also have an excellent plate reverb. So I'm going to get the reverb here. And again, if you want to learn more about any of the plugins that I'm showing you, check my channel. And I didn't have a chance to do the Denise audio stuff yet, so that's coming up soon. But anyway, so that's without. And we already have some space here. Let's get that down. So that's dry. And that's the that is the perfect plate. And again, we have mix, we have input and output, high pass, low pass. Width, more tail, and a bit of delay, pre-delay. Right, and we can create a delay inside that plate reverb. Without. And with. fade out and wait. Yeah, so many cool plugins. So I'm just thinking that I'm done for tonight. We've just looked into some plugins. Let me see what I've got in the backlog here. Some stuff that I have. Yeah. So just to remind you guys, there is another new plugin by UJam, which is the Iron 2. So let me show you that real quick. And yeah, all right, that's not it. No, that's not it. Funny. All right, let's see. This is not it. I wanted to show you this one probably. Okay, it's gonna take a few moments. It's a really big project. It's not that big. It has way too many virtual instruments. That's I think the problem mainly. So I just crashed my Cubase for overusing plugins. That's that's the problem of reviewing plugins, that you get too many of those. So what I'm thinking is I'm gonna show you this little thing, and then we'll see Iron 2. So Iron 2 is a virtual guitarist Iron, and it is really great. It sounds amazing, and they added some very cool stuff, and hopefully it will load up and I'll show you that. So let's see what we've got. First of all, I have Brute, and this is, by the way, on sale. Let me check that for you. Brute. Yeah, really like this one. Let's see, Studio, Go XLR, and we have F4. No, not the correct settings. Yeah, I wonder what's wrong. There's no output. That's weird. Input, output, music. All right, that's super weird. Let me try again. Yeah, nothing. There's nothing here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to close this one. Don't save. Let's go and open a new project. Call it empty. And let me show you how it's done. Iron 2. UJam. Oh, that's how you do live streams. You get some surprises. That's fine. Iron 2. Let's see if that one works. I don't know. Gonna see. No. So something crashed here. I'm going to close my Okay, hopefully you can hear me. And now, no sound. How weird is that? I must be doing something completely wrong. Yeah, it's going to the output. Yeah, that's not it. And I'm thinking, well, I'll have to end this stream because I'm screwed. Something is completely wrong here. Yeah, it's sort of playing, but not really playing. Let's check some things here. Cubase. Yeah, well, I think now we know what the next stream is going to be about. Let's do a stream maybe tomorrow or maybe in a couple of days on Virtual Guitarist Iron. So that's going to be fun, and hopefully everything will work. Yeah, I don't know. We'll see. Something is just screwed up. Okay. All right, I think we're done here. Yeah, this is how it goes. So sometimes things happen. So I'm gonna check it out, gonna reboot stuff, and we'll see. Thank you so much, guys, for joining, and let me know if you have any questions or anything. That was just a spontaneous live stream. I'm gonna do another one later this week.